1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Are you still telling that story? This is the guy who preceded. What's his name again? Brad. You decided, right? He made you feel like you were. If you walked in, you're like, oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I give you one more. She's just
The harder I squeeze, the harder I bang.
she's just like me. She doesn't want to deal with this dirty old man either. You don't have to. So how come Samantha's so sick? Like men are so sick. And if there's nobody in there,
He's drinking and regular drinking. He's not even even is.
No, I'm still defrosted. It's just something that's flat.
Because we don't have a choice. Is it? Anika. See, I just know glass. I'm not a person.
All right, ladies, let's get a picture.
Lori, stay warm and tell them to not make it too long.
They've done it again. Johan Durant and Stephen Mitchell are the APTA national champions for the second year in a row.
There you have it, your women's APTA national champions, Florentina Harnish and Anna Maria Sabori.
I'm talking about your racket, right?
Welcome to the APTA's Tour Series. We are live from Manufacturers Golf and Country Club in Fort Washington, Pennsylvania, bringing you the 2022 Philly Open Men's and Women's NRT, sponsored by the APTA membership, our national sponsor Paddle Pro, and local sponsors Tester Construction Group, Senna's Italian Market, La Cabra Brewery, Andrew Hawker, the Rackets Realtor, and Skull U. I'm Lauren Mandel, along with Jerry Vion, bringing you the women's semifinals between number 3 seeds Roxy Anika and Gabby Nicolescu, and the number 1 seeds Annika Cooper and Carrie Delmonico. Let's take a look at the players, Jerry.
Yes, Lauren, we got a lot of background noise. I can hear the players, but the players are just warming up on the court. And down the far end of the court, we've got Kerry Delmonico. She's going to be playing the deuce side. She's got that little beanie on, and her partner, Annika Cooper, on the outside, and with the blue hat, with their back to us here on the screen on the left-hand side is Gabby Nicolescu. Can tell by that volley, perfectly still, quiet body, and her partner, Roxy Anika. And of course, Lauren, this is the first time that we're seeing Annika Cooper and Kerry Delmonico playing together. This is a pickup team for this tournament. Be interested to see the strategy that Delmonico and Cooper come up with. And fun again, of course, to see Anika and Nicolescu. This is their third tournament together this season.
Yeah, they've had a couple good tournaments. Anika and Nicolescu, they lost both times to, both of their losses have been to the so far unbeatable team of Florentina Hanish and Anna Zabori. But they've looked good, and they get better with every match they play. And it's going to be fun to see what kind of team Cooper and Delmonico make.
So Lauren, while the players are warming up, let's take a quick look at the draw.
You see the top of the draw is this match between the number 1 and the number 3 seeds. And in the bottom of the draw, Jerry, there's 2 unseeded teams.
Yeah, Lauren, you called that match. Talk to me about the Kiro Petrini team.
Well, that was a lot of fun. We did the match where they upset the number 2 seed Shea and Sutter, and they really do everything well. They have great all-court games. They have good power. They have great hands, and they deserved to win.
Yeah, so they'll be facing Curtis and Andrekova in the other semi-final match, and we'll be bringing you scores once that match gets started. This has been a staggered time, so they're starting a little bit later than this first women's semi-final.
Yeah, before we get started, Jerry, we've had some really sad news in the paddle community today. George Wilkinson, who was a great player, a great pro, and a great friend to everybody in paddle, died in a tragic accident last night. And we're all devastated.
Yes, I did wake up to that devastating news this morning, and it is a very sad day, Lauren, in the paddle community, and for all of us who knew and loved George. He was one of our biggest personalities in our sport, and he was like a little brother to me. Our thoughts go out to his family and his fiancée, Tristan, and the children, and his mom, Diane, and his sister. It's just truly a tragedy. I know he would want us to, carry on, and he was just a shining light. We've all got so many wonderful stories about George, and I really am just at a loss right now. It's fresh news to me, so we'll get on and we'll call this match with the heart and enthusiasm. George called many matches with us in the box, and he was very colorful and used a lot of his British slang. So I'll try to, in his honor, I will try to resurrect some of those fellow Commonwealth country terms that he always used to bring to light. And with all our love. So the players are taking their serves. It's Kerry Delmonico up on the top right-hand corner. And as we said at the top, playing this first tournament with Annika Cooper. Delmonico usually plays with Lauren Gabbia, her regular partner, and Annika Cooper plays with Myrta Mullenville. So I'm sure we'll be seeing both those teams back together for the Nationals. So this is another practicing opportunity, and we have a look at the women's rankings there. And Zabori and Hanish, who are not playing in this tournament. Shout out to Anna Maria Zabori, who's on vacation, and I believe Flora is actually down in Philly supporting her husband Martin. And Cooper's right there. Gabriel's right there. Domenico's right there. And you've, as we said, Cruz and Anika are just playing their third tournament. So getting their points together. But all the teams are lined up heading into the Nationals, which will be at Huntington Country Club out on Long Island in the middle of March. And you're part of the APTA tour. I think, Lauren, this is our 14th stop.
It is.
on
It is the
tour?
14th stop on the tour. Yes. There are 2 more tournaments, and then there will be nationals. And yeah, like you said, Zabori and Hanish, nobody can catch them. They're going to be the #1 seeds going up to nationals, but for the rest of the spots, there can be a little scrambling still. So this is a very important tournament.
This is a very important tournament, and Scott Falatek runs a wonderful show down there in Philly. And the men will be playing tomorrow. We'll be live streaming the women's final tomorrow, and then we'll start the men's draw, and the finals will be Sunday morning for the men.
Right. Right.
All right, let's get back to the action on the court.
Okay, here we go.
That's the aggressive play. We're going to see explosive and aggressive play from both Anika and from Anika. Just moving in, taking that ball low, and then moving right in behind it.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of those close exchanges up at the net. All 4 of these women have very good hands, and it's going to be fun. Little miscommunication there.
Again, there's Anika just looking every opportunity to move in.
Not too much spin there for Cooper to handle.
All right, that's the first game. I guess we missed the first couple of points.
Yeah.
And Laurie Hissey, I believe, is our umpire up in the chair. Long-time teaching professional down in the Philly area. She does such a fabulous job. Has run numerous tournaments, big with the juniors, as well as the women's teams. And it's Gabby Nicolescu serving. Now, Delmonico, who's in the deuce side, she plays either side. So she's quite comfortable playing both the forehand and the backhand. And she understands her role, as I was going to say before. She really has a great understanding of the tactics and the strategy. And she will be doing her best to set up her partner, Anika Cooper's two-handed backhand off the deck.
Yeah, unlike the other 3 women on the court, Cara Delmonico isn't going to pound the ball for the most part. She's going to do her thing by being tricky. Did she make that?
I'm not sure.
15 all, I think, yeah. That's what you call an Anika Cooper swoop.
That's right. She did swoop wingspan of a 747 when she's coming in forward, moving forward. And I think, Lauren, the game score is 1-love to Anika Nicolescu.
And now I believe the umpire said 15-30.
Delmonico trying to work that play. Is going to be hitting the line and force them to hit over to Cooper.
Relentless pressure there from Cooper. I mean, she just
Yep.
comes at you.
Yeah, she said it was a 1-2 combination. She hit that drive up and pit and then fall. Both Anik and own the roll. That heavy, hard, though, really good, mainly at this court player. Make your scramble. Got the ability to hit the roll from way behind the service line, which is easy to do.
No.
Sometimes that
and-
roller is easy when you're moving forward, but she can so use a reset overhead.
And she's the best at hitting that roller from behind the baseline. Gabby Nicolescu.
Yeah, you got it.
Few tries, but I got it.
Nicolescu, she's the head rackets professional at the Patterson Club in Connecticut. Along there with Liz Cruz. There you see Anika hitting that same roller, but she aims deep to the corner of that singles line, and really that handcuffing shot because it's coming at you with that different spin. Cooper coming in with the blitz again, but that time her paddle was too low. Such an imposing figure on the court. Cooper, she likes to take that ball on the way up. Pounce.
And she's happy to come in behind her own return or her partner's return. She'll blitz either way. Ooh.
Ah.
That was not
That would
her
be
volley,
a-
was it? What was it, Jerry?
Yes, appearance
Thank you.
of the hot order. Having a little chat. But Delmonico, she's going to use those dinks and chips and blocks and, be very creative. And she's going to be looking for that kind of opportunity to create a little bit of reach, a little bit of error like that. She's not going to push the players to the court. This is, both teams haven't had a lot of experience. Cooper and Delmonico played together before, but, Nicolescu and Anika haven't had a tournament together. So I'm sure they're still trying to figure out what ball. Monaco just ball down the line. Now she'll test the teamwork in the middle and the backcourt for Anika and Nicolescu.
You saw how quickly Nicolescu pounced on that ball.
Yeah, they didn't give enough time for Cooper and Delmonico to shift over and cover that middle ball. It's Anika Cooper serving. Anika Cooper won the Nationals here in Philadelphia with Floor Harnish back in 2017. You can hear Delmonico calling, I go, I go.
Yeah, Delmonico likes to call every ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really important, especially even more so now that they're just not used to playing with each other. You don't want a second guess on any shot.
Absolutely.
Volley behind her.
She really decelerated through that serve, Jerry.
Yeah, I would say, there's Kerry Delmonico has the strongest serve out of all four, consistent. The other three on the court can be a little spotty sometimes with their serve. So that would definitely be something that I'd be looking out for as the match gets deeper and if it gets closer. I still remember that match that you called, Lauren, in Short Hills with Nicolescu. They were playing Zabori, Harnish and Zabori, and Nicolescu changed her serve to the ad side. And remember that? And hit that big kick serve. So I was wondering if she was going to kind of stay with that because it caught everybody by surprise. So,
Yeah, it was like, whoa, where did that come from?
Yep, she changed her grip and she just really went after it. Normally, she serves and she slices underneath the back of the ball, which it's effective in that it stays low. But we'll see now Roxy Anika serving, and she's been serving sidearm.
Which is not as easy as it looks.
It's really not. But it may be more effective against Annika Cooper, who likes to take that high bouncing ball off the deck on the returner serve. So if she can keep it lower.
And more importantly, if she can make it. She's had some struggles with it. So I'm, curious to see how consistent it is.
Oh, nice little grab drop there.
First point of the game.
That's a wonderful setup there where she lobbed and forced Anika to go behind Nicolescu and then swooped. Cooper likes that 1-2 strike.
Carrie didn't like that. 15-30.
She'll let us know.
Yes, that's true.
Great shot, Annika.
Tremendous return by Cooper.
Again, that change of pace from Delmonico, that little, she'll hold the ball, she'll set her paddle early, she'll hold the ball, and she'll be on the hunt for any little opportunity in there. She caught Nicolescu off of the net and was able to get that ball dipped down at her feet.
Delmonico and Cooper are really playing well. They mesh well together.
Just long. Yes, Delmonico is on that little search and destroy mission, I call it. Like a little here, a little there. It's so tempting just to stick your paddle out there, but you want to try to keep your body behind your paddle. You're going to take that shot and move your feet, keep the paddle centered. All right, so this is what I'm interested to see, Lauren, is where Delmonico and Cooper are going to put the ball when they're at net on their overheads. Where's that spot that they need to identify as a team. Where's that safe spot, that reset spot, and then where's the spot where they're going to go after and build their offense? Okay, Nicolescu, they've got to be careful on how much speed they put on that roller overhead because Delmonico will use it off of the screen and move herself forward.
This is really a tremendous point.
Yeah, they enjoy the scramble and the cover. You've got 4 great athletes on the court, great racket skills. And like I said, Delmonico is comfortable on playing both sides, so I don't think she'll be in any kind of a rush to switch sides, Lauren.
No, not at all.
Unless Cooper wants to get back over there. You know, they'll make that decision, but both players can play both sides. There's that little shovel forehand. So effective, and then she'll change the pace.
Got her.
Nice aggressive move by Cooper.
Well, I thought she had that one too, Jerry.
Yeah.
Well,
Always when
so
you're coming
far-
in with that blitz, you always, you've got to keep your hands up in front. So she had taken a big swipe with that backhand swinging shot coming in. Then you just need to reset your hands so they're right up in front for that next volley. There's a good shot of our umpire, Laurie Hissey, and the crowd behind there at Manufacturers. They really do a fabulous job. They have a great support. The paddle community there. Scott Felatek is the director of racket sports there.
Okay, so far there's very little separating these teams. Let's see what happens here on Gabby Nicolescu's serve.
Right, so they're keeping that play straight at Delmonico.
Caught a seam there. A little lucky. 15 all.
Oh, nice hands by Anika there.
Yeah. Stood her ground with Annika Cooper coming right at her and made a good volley.
So critical to keep your eyes forward. I like that shot, though.
Yeah.
I like Cooper going after that shot, that spot.
Cooper looks very confident to me. She looks sharp and confident. That off-pace shot from Carrie Delmonico that stays low is really setting Cooper up nicely.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, she just can see the court. She can see the openings, and it's only a board or two. It's only a small amount of space that she needs to work that point and set up that play that you just mentioned, Lauren.
That time, Nicolescu just decided to give up the net. She didn't want to have to deal with a first volley. And she stayed back, got herself in the team in the point.
That's one of the toughest volleys, that higher volley up by the right, left armpit, because you've got your hand set low, and now you've got to take them up and to the ball. So it's hard to keep your hands quiet if there's any kind of speed or spin. So that's a smart shot by Niculescu.
Hey, it's 2 serving 4. Good return from Anika, love 15.
Whoa.
Here she comes.
Yep. Cooper's, also looking to blitz when she's lobbing high down the line. That was the move that we saw just there. And all those little things, just throwing different looks can be unsettling. Anika Niculescu, they're obviously not sure of what the pattern is going to be coming from Cooper Delmonico, as they haven't played before. So they're just right now, they're picking their spots. They're making smart choices and pretty much paddle 101 using their weapons. So
they're doing a good job because
a good start.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago it was 2-all, and now they're serving for the set.
Delmonico Cooper, they've got to lob well. They've got to find a way to shut down the power and the spin of Anika Niculescu's overheads. If I mentioned Roxy Anika, she's the director of rackets at the Orienta Beach Club. Out your way, Lauren.
Yeah, neighbor of my club, Beach Point.
They just need to be careful not to let those balls get down low at their shoelaces. The Delmonico's trying to set up Cooper with. Don't want to be volleying up too much because Cooper will make that move. That's increased speed of that and spin of that overhead right into the corner of Cooper.
Oh, wow. Cooper was all over that one, Jerry. I'm not sure how it got missed.
Just a little too much of a swing. Just needs to block it back. She made the right move.
At the risk of jinxing Roxy Anika, this is the best I've seen her hit that sidearm serve. Looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess she has been working on it. Now look where Niculescu is standing. When Delmonico's got the ball, she is barely inside the service line. So I'm glad that she's been doing some serious knee bending work.
Yes.
She's definitely coming up with some wonderful low volleys. She just needs to keep her eye out on. I'm not going to say it, Lauren.
It's just a fascinating phenomenon, right? The second you say something about someone's serve, and then they can't serve. I'm sorry, Roxy. There we go.
You see that Nicolescu intentionally speeding up and hitting that ball hard, knowing that Delmonico would use it off of the screen. Very confident with her volleys.
As she should be. She's a tremendous volleyer.
And look at her feet. I mean, she's got great, solid foundation for those volleys. And I'm sure she feels confident being off the net because Delmonico, like we had said earlier, she's not going to hit you off the court. You know, she's not going to knock you down with the pace. So Nicolescu is comfortable being off the net, handling that. Like I said, the only downside is if Cooper blitzes.
Hey, another set point.
Volley up.
Another set point here. Oh. She didn't really, Roxy Nika did not really commit to that cut backhand volley there. She kind of half did it.
Watch
That
out.
is so good.
Yeah, that's a fabulous roller overhead into the ad side. It's hitting deep in the court and on the singles line. And the player receiving that has to get out of their own way because it's just too much pace.
And even if she had gotten out of her way, by the time she got out of the way, she was never catching up to it. It was a perfect roller. So there's the first set for Anika Nicolescu, 6-2. It was a weird set, Jerry. It was very close, and then Cooper and Anika Nicolescu ran away with it.
Yeah, they're just the combination of their overheads.
Just going to take us.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I said the speed of play really favors Anika Nicolescu. I think Captain Delmonico needs to slow it down a bit here and really go see if they can find a little bit of hesitation or lack of clarity on the teamwork, if there is any, from the backcourt with Anika Nicolescu. Because I think, if they keep going at this pace, it just sets them up.
I just want to take a second to say a few words about Paddle Pro. For over 20 years, Paddle Pro has been recognized as an industry leader in platform tennis. The knowledge, expert advice, vast inventory, and ultimate customer service will help any player find the perfect equipment to take your game to the next level. Paddle Pro is the only website to carry all platform tennis brands. For more information, go to www.paddlepro.com.
Delmonico, get ready. She does like to talk through the points, doesn't she?
I played a tournament with her once, and she talked through every shot. I mean, you get used to it.
Go. 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 Go.
Oh, I like that overhead from Cooper. Really getting down low.
You go.
Whoa. She unloaded on that, huh?
I think we should get a replay of that. Might have seen Nicolescu's feet come off the ground when she let that fly.
$15.40.
Nice. Cooper's worked hard on her overhead. I mean, she like making that transition from tennis to paddle. The tendency in the beginning is always to reach up high. And over the season, she's letting that ball drop lower and lower and lower, which enables her to get the ball deeper in the court and add some spin variety. And more importantly, not feed a down-up overhead to your opponents to attack while you're off the net. Let cord that dropped in, Lauren?
It was. And you see what happens with any kind of overhead that is hit really hard, but doesn't have the right placement. It just becomes a pretty easy short ball for the opponent.
Go.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's that same, letting that ball drop. And just kind of feathered it into the side screen so it died on the back screen. Good disguise. Oh.
Some good digging here, huh?
Yeah, nice scrambling.
Yeah.
Oh, followed by some touch. That was a huge hold.
It was. They had 2 game points, 2 break points and against them, and they came back and played some really good paddle to take that first game.
Yeah, Cooper showing a little finesse there. Not just that big swooping backhand off the deck.
No, she really works hard, and she always is looking for ways to add to her game and improve her game.
Yep, she's a student of the game. Fun to have around. Trying to get a updated score, Lauren. I'm not sure if the other match has started or not.
Yeah, it has.
No.
Oh, here we go. I believe Curtis Andrekova are up 3-love against Kiro Petrini.
Curtis Andrekova, I watched a little bit of their match before. They look very good.
Yeah.
Nice 3-set win they had over Gio and Williamson. Gabby Nicolescu serving. And again, you know, Nicolescu unfazed by that blitz.
And the let cord, no less.
Go big or go home, right? Nicolescu, of course, is also a national champion. She won the nationals in 2016 with Martina Andrekova, and then in 2018 and 2019 with Liz Cruz.
Boy, Cooper's just killing them now with the blitz on almost every point.
It's important. It's important for Roxy and Nika right now to stay very positive.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of a change in their body language. And Cooper right now, as you said, has got the hot hand. So I would take her out of the play right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do, right? When she's coming in like that, it's a little bit out of your control. You just have to do your best to keep the balls away from her.
Yep. Yep, look, she is on fire.
Oh, nice try. Good point. Good hands. Love 15.
Okay, it's 2-love, love 15.
That was the play.
You see her trying to just whip it right over the net there.
Dink it down, and Cooper was on her way.
Love 40.
Rescue catching Delmonico there. Delmonico likes that move when she's on the ad side. She likes to slide up the side screen and bait your opponents to hit in there, and then she spikes it, but just kind of mistimed that one.
I'm getting dizzy watching this point.
I know Delmonico's having a field day.
Yeah.
Those little soft dying overhead.
It's like a drill.
Yep.
15. 40.
She wore them down, Jerry.
Yep. Because you know they just want to hit. You know, they don't want to dig.
Game. Anika Nicolescu, they're winning 3 games to love in the second
And
set.
we have another update from the other semifinal. It's 4-1 for Curtis Andrekova over Kiro and Petrini.
So Kira and Petrini, this is I have not seen them play live. I'm kind of looking forward to calling one of their matches when they took out Sutter and Shea, which is no small task.
No, they were the hot team coming in. They've just sort of torn it up lately, the Shea and Sutter, and they had beaten Kiro and Petrini in the second round of Short Hills. So it was quite a win for them.
You see that play of Nicolescu just taking the drives from Delmonico and just volleying it back straight and deep, and then waiting for the short lob and then going after her hard.
Yep, that's the recipe.
Got burnt there.
Cooper missed that one. Anika got the volley pretty low. That wasn't such an easy volley that time.
Yeah, that's the hard one, Lauren, when you're coming forward and you got your mindset on blitzing, is just to let those low ones go through. Heard the umpire on the other court call 4-2. Andrekova Curtis, that's the first set.
I don't know, Jerry. 30-all, 1-2. Risky. roller from Anika. Back to deuce.
Heavy, hard roll. Monaco had a hard time controlling that off the deck. So this is a classic drill of attack and counter-attack. So Delmonico going down the line and Niculescu countering it straight. Just both waiting for something, trying to create something, getting the opponents out of their comfort routine.
Oh, she missed it.
It's a rare, wide lob error from Delmonico. Smart play by Niculescu there. Ended up having to take a high backhand overhead and
They were up to the 2-2. Ah, I knew that. Thank you.
Lori Hussey there just confirming the score.
Yeah, I think
2-2, second set.
Go. 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 Hard, hard.
Delmonico doing a good job of shutting down the driving opportunities here for Anika Niculescu. Testing their patience to see just how many lobs they'll set up. But any point where you can get Anika and Niculescu to lob that much, you know, it tells you that your placement of your overheads and the pace of your overheads are good.
Go.
Nice rip by Anika. I think she's been, her confidence has gone up a little bit. You see that little spring in her step. She held her serve.
Yeah, I think that was a big hold for her. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll see her swinging more freely and nice close by Niculescu. Cooper Delmonico have got to watch the speed of play right now.
Delmonico didn't do anything wrong. She just got outplayed there.
I've got to come up with a name for that. Niculescu grab volley. I've seen her do it a couple of times. She comes up to net and the lob, it's kind of a volley lob, goes up over her left shoulder and she does a round arm behind her neck and spikes it with her forehand.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen it several times. I saw it in Short Hills.
She's so quick up there.
She is very creative. Probably easier, actually. I'm practicing here. I'm shadow practicing here as I'm sitting down. And probably is easier to take it as a forehand like that.
That looks good, Jerry. You should
Yeah.
incorporate that into your game. All right, that's 3 games in a row for Nicolescu and Anika.
Love 15.
Boy, Nicolescu finds that drive, gets that ball dipping down over the net.
Yeah, you really got to be close
up.
to the net to handle that
Yep.
one.
Yeah, but it's not about hitting away from your opponents. Hitting at them, in between them. And if they're at the net, getting it to dip down. Beautiful move by Cooper.
I think she missed it. I think she missed it, yeah.
She did, but boy, she really
Yeah.
set that up nicely.
30-15.
And that's where I'd be going. If I was Delmonico Cooper too, I'd be going down the middle and deep and just test how far each player is going to come over, because they both want to hit off the
Yeah.
See if you can get a little bit of a confusion or a little bit of impatience. Of course, if you get
That's
the nick,
good.
that's
That's
even
good
better.
too. Yep. That works. $30 all.
Game, Curtis on Drakova. They win the first set, 6-3.
And Curtis and Andreikova take the first set, 6-3 over Kiro and Petrini in the other semifinal.
Makes it look easy, doesn't you?
Yes.
Deuce.
No, sorry. Yep.
Look where Delmonico's standing.
God, is that a good first volley. She had to keep it away from Cooper and just tremendous. Not a good drop volley, though.
Nice cover by Cooper. She was there. She read that. See how Nicolescu just keeps her feet grounded through the volley. Very little motion when she's handling that drive. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful volley. Whew. Roxy Anika has more of a swinging volley on her backhand volley. Sometimes it's a little scary to me sometimes, but right there, that was spectacular.
Yeah, her hands are so good, and she really hits it so well. even though she has more motion to it than you would like for a traditional paddle volley. All right, game. Good hold. 4-2 for Anika Nicolescu.
Over there.
No, little confusion. No one went for that ball.
That's really only the first hesitation that we've seen. Pretty impressive. Delmonico staying back. They're taking away the target. Anika Nicolescu. Delmonico made that shot.
She did. That was great backhand.
Whoa.
I think that, do you think that Cooper's just pushing her serve in now as a strategy?
Yeah, I think, part they're staying back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just
But are they
get it in
staying
the
back
box.
because she's pushing it in, or she's pushing it in there and
It's not an easy thing to do to change your serve like that.
no, believe me, I know.
I mean, all the searching for those little holes are just being negated.
Yeah.
And I think Delmonico's getting a little bit frustrated. She's not going to be able to hit through them, and then just not. She's setting up the points, but just making errors on that finishing shot.
Yeah, and this is a little bit like the first set where it was so close for the first 5 games, and then Anika Nicolescu just pulled away. It's kind of a carbon copy. Although in this set, Cooper and Delmonico actually won the first 2 games of this set.
Yeah, Anika Nicolescu looked very, very comfortable. Just missing those wide. They're completely taking Cooper's backhand off the deck, out of the match. We've hardly seen a swooper.
Yeah.
And that's the pressure. Nicolescu loves to cut across. You can see her giving the signal now.
Fuck! That was yours.
You hear Gabby Nicolescu tell her partner, that was yours. I made a mistake.
Yep. So tempting.
Yeah.
When that ball goes between a drive, it's the player on the right's backhand. Unless it's older, you can do a little bit more with it.
Smart. She knew Cooper was covering the middle and went behind her. All right, here we are. Match points.
Help me! Get there! Game, set, and match.
There it is.
That didn't feel like 2 and 2, Jerry. That felt much closer to me.
Yep. Yeah, they really had some longer points. There's some dynamic points. I mean, you got 4 great athletes, 4 great racket skill players on the court, but Delmonico tried her best to really chink, dink, lob and create openings for Cooper, but Anika Nicolescu, they had all the answers. They were just keeping that ball straight and deep, waiting for a short ball, and then they just accelerated. For me, the power off of the deck, the combination of the two of them in the backcourt off of the deck is just, it's a lot to handle. So,
and now we're joining the other semifinal. We still have the names up from the last match, but this is on this side, Jade Curtis and Martina Andrekova. And they are facing Vanessa Petrini. And what is...
Lynn? Is it Lynn Kiro?
Lynn Kiro, right. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. Lynn Kiro. And Andrekova and Curtis won the first set, and we're going to wait and see what the score is here.
That's Andrekova in the red top, going up to net, and Jade Curtis serving. Down the far end, Lynn Kiro is receiving.
And Kiro and Petrini have been the talk of the tournament. They took out the number 2 seeds. They followed it up with another big win in the quarters. And here they are in the semifinals.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see this team play. Let's see what they've got. Big time rackets players, tennis pros. So it'll be, where they are, I think, in the evolution of their paddle knowledge, how they are seeing the court, what their court positioning is, what their strategy is. I've seen a huge improvement in Jade Curtis's game this year. She missed last season, so we didn't see a lot of her play. But she's really letting the ball drop lower on her overheads. She's made that transition nicely, identifying where to put that ball on the court. And of course, Andrekova's overhead is always deadly. She hits it flat, but she aims for the neck.
Okay, I believe that was the first game of the second set. Kiro and Petrini won the first game, so they lost the first set 6-3, and they're up 1-love.
And this is Vanessa Petrini serving.
Derek Yost up in the chair, calling the score.
Yeah, Derek does a wonderful job. He's been part of the team organizing the Philadelphia Open tournament since as long as I can remember. A lot of logistical maneuvers of military proportion go into these events. A lot of moving parts. Yeah. Derek very involved with the logistics of that, but also organizing the umpires, and now he's up there and calling the match as well. All right. Well, Jade Curtis is in the ad side, and so far in this match, I can see a couple of opportunities for her to hit more drives down the line. There seems to be an opening to the right, and she's not taking advantage of it.
It's 30-all now.
Oh, great hands. What a point.
There was some good scrambling in the back there from Curtis Andrekova. I thought they were out of it.
I see. It's interesting calling this match. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to see. This new team with so much skill. You're watching for the placement of their overheads and to see if they give anything short in the court, both Curtis and Andrekova will use it. Right now, they're taking a lot of block lobs off the deck. I think out of respect of Kiro Petrini's hands. I mean, you can see what great volleys they are. Quarter off the net there. I think the speed of play will be, a big issue, as always.
What do you think, the speed of play?
Oh, well, I think when you've got a team that's got such great racket skills, I think if they get moving, you don't know what to expect, what their shot selection is. I haven't seen them play enough, so I think it would definitely favor Kiro Petrini. Look at that. Boy, smooth.
Yeah, they both strike the ball very smoothly and just easy power.
Yeah, see, that shot down the line is wide open, but she came up with a huge backhand off the deck, Curtis. Talk about smooth, easy power on Andrekova off of the deck in the backcourt. You see Jade Curtis here practicing her volley. But she's going to need to be really quiet to handle that power.
Oh, that one got a little wild there for Jade Curtis.
Yep, you can see she knows that she needed to keep her feet moving with that shot. You want to keep moving with the ball when it's coming out of the screen. Don't plant your feet and send your paddle out after the ball. You want to stay behind the ball. Lots of little adjustment steps. Yeah, Andrekova likes to take that backhand off the deck early. She really sets up. That's the play, Lauren. That's what I see, is that side down the line shot is open.
Game point, Curtis Andrekova.
Just a little impatient on that one. Andrekova staying back.
Good hands off the left court.
Nice move. Boy, I tell you though, Kiro Petrini, what a fun new team to have on the women's tour.
Don't they look
So
very
talented.
Don't they look very well seasoned and very relaxed for a team that hasn't played in these tournaments at the highest level? I mean, they really look like they belong here.
Yeah. Yeah, very impressive. Curtis and Andrekova got to keep their head into paddle because it's very easy, as you know, to get caught up with a little bit of the mini tennis style when you're playing against two players who have this racket skills, and they really have to be mindful and stay the course on what their strategy is, because you could quickly see this team overpowering you. Oh, nice serve.
Yeah, she has a great serve.
Yeah, just a little too much speed on those overhead too. You know, that down-up overhead is going to give Andrekova and Curtis opportunity to bring the ball down when you're off the net, followed by a blitz. So that's all part of the learning curve when you're making that transition. Letting that ball drop lower on the overheads and just getting your overheads deep in the court so it can't be attacked like that. So you can see the chase. But boy, Lynn Kuro, talk about calm under pressure there. Oh, there we go. Nice move by Curtis.
And Jerry,
Like I said, Lauren.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, tell us why that was a good drop shot.
Yeah. Because it dropped.
Yes.
A
It wasn't
drop
under
shot.
the net. It was above the net when she hit it, so it dropped.
But yeah, I tell you, I've been very impressed with Curtis's improvement.
Yeah.
She's really, really playing smart paddle. Andrekova is a national champion, so great comfort there when you've got your partner.
That was there for her, Jerry. She likes that backhand.
She does. Yeah, when your partner's the national champion, you know you've got experience and composure on your side. They gotta watch those overheads. That's the transition right there. They're still reaching a little bit for the overheads when they're off of the net and putting it down around the service line, and that's allowing Andrekova and Curtis to pounce.
Okay, now it's 4-2 for Andrekova Curtis, or 3-1, I should say.
All right, Jade's Curtis serving. See, Andrekova's got that flat overhead.
Missed that one wide.
Yeah, Kirosh put a little bit of spin on that overhead.
Wow. Kira really likes to block. She rarely lets the ball go into the screen over there. She's a big blocker.
Oh yeah, from the other match, Lauren.
Yeah, and you saw on that point. Yep. I mean, she can do it, but she tends to block them.
Right. Because block lob's great. Take away the time from your opponents off the deck. Okay, Curtis taking a little bit of time here, which is a good idea after you fault. That one long.
30 all. Oh, I don't know. That was scary. That was scary.
Yeah, that ball bounced a little high in the screen, higher than Andreev would have liked, I think.
I think you're right.
Gave Petrini an opportunity to really attack that ball. What a return. Wow. Curtis's serve is sitting up right into the strike zone of Petrini. She's to figure out a way to either get it lower or change the look at the net if that goes on.
Whoops.
That could be a costly error, Lauren.
I agree with you. I think this is a very important game.
Yeah.
Break point.
But to Andreeva's credit, you would never know.
No?
Her composure and her presence on the court just remains the same no matter what. You'd never know the score looking at her, which is a good thing. Trini looks hitting all these lobs down the line. Trying to get Curtis to hit the overhead cross court. She's not going for it. She's just countering, going back straight. That lob blends in. Yeah, that's the overhead.
Yeah. The reach up, right?
Yep. And it's just putting that ball short in the court and giving Andreeva the play to bring it down. With Curtis moving forward, just puts too much pressure on the volley. So you got to stop the cause.
Back to deuce. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful. That was Andreeva needed to take a step to the left there and shut that middle down.
Yeah, Curtis thought so too, because she was looking at her. She thought she was going to take it. But good return.
Oh, phenomenal return. Yep. These guys are dangerous off the deck.
Yeah.
Look at the footwork of Curtis going back on the overhead, Lauren. Lots of little steps. She really is doing a much better job of getting behind the ball on these deep overheads.
As you pointed out, she's very committed to keeping that ball straight ahead of her and hitting the overhead back down the line.
Again, big rip. I got to change the look on that. I think if we mark the net where Petrini's last returns have gone, it's within inches. Well, they got the chase going. Well-placed lobs.
Oh, that went in.
Right.
Let's remember that game, Jerry.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. They really can counter Kiro Petrini. I mean, they're getting themselves in situations that are problematic, but they're getting out of trouble with their good racket skills.
Yeah. Yes, right. They're able to. Their racket skills are so good that they're able to get themselves out of some hairy situations.
So watch out when, as the learning curve it continues for these guys. They'll start to make adjustments, more adjustments into the paddle strategy, and whew, very bright future for these guys. All right, let's see how Curtis and Andrekova are going to respond.
15 love.
Not well to that. Let cord service winner. It's always a very good feeling when you're a server.
It's a quiet celebration, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Curtis looks a little bit to me, Lauren, like she's reacting to them and not building the point from the backcourt. See, that down the line is wide open.
Yeah.
Just to create the shift. I mean, their net positioning, Kiro Petrini's, their net positioning is over as if Andrekova's got the ball. Yet when Curtis gets that first shot, they're not shifting. So Andrekova could block lob it, hit a drive, lob it down the line, just to create that shift.
40-50.
I like the composure. Kiro Petrini's taking a moment here, get their strategy right.
40-30.
Good feel there from Curtis.
She has nice touch.
Yeah, she does.
A little close, but
Yeah, that was a little close.
all right. Big point here.
Ah,
Make that look easy too.
all right.
Yeah,
3-all.
Too good. Yep.
3-all in the second set.
Yeah, Curtis, to me, in the backcourt, I can't see what her plan is. I can't see, how she's trying to build the point. It's more, to me, a function of she's reacting to Kiro Petrini, not sure what shots they're hitting, which is totally understandable. So I'm sure this is the...
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, have they played them before? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yes,
And-
Andrekova is seeing it. She's putting that ball down the line when she's on the ad side. Curtis, yep.
Love 15.
All the pressure is on Curtis Andrekova. I see a relaxed confidence in Kiro Petrini.
What just happened there? So they're doing it again.
I think
Maybe
it was a
she
little
wasn't ready.
error.
Yeah, or she wasn't ready or something. There's that backhand.
And a big fist pump, too.
Yeah, you can't see where you can't tell she disguises that well. You can't tell where she's going with it.
Yeah, the disguise comes from her preparation. She just sets up so early.
15-30.
That's a good illustration of with that roller where once you take a step back, you can't catch up to it. You have to just run from the time the person hits it.
Yeah, and Andrekova sometimes tends to play too deep in the backcourt, and then she's got a long way to go. So the offense off the deck is coming from Andrakova's two-handed backhand.
15-40.
This style and this speed of play just favors Kiro Petrini in my eyes.
Oh, Curtis Andrekova won that one.
But you know what I'm saying, Lauren?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yep.
you know, that you just don't know what to expect. And that's the danger, because then they've got the technique, they've got the strokes to really hurt you. Right, that's a better lob than Curtis down the line.
Nope.
Wow. That's the stuff you just don't expect to see, right?
And it's 3 games in a row for Kiro and Petrini.
Yep. Yep, they're on the move. They're playing their style. They look very relaxed, and Curtis and Andrekova got to get their focus back on what they're trying to accomplish, especially in the backcourt.
Yeah.
I don't see the game plan. And they're not taking advantage of the positioning. They're not, moving them around, putting it down the line. Let's test what they can do, where they're going to hit. But again, easier said than done, because you're looking at a team for the first time that's got the racket skills, and you really have to stay calm, stay focused, and play, paddle 101.
Here we go. Lynn Kiro with her good serve. Up.
That's the shift, right? That's
Yep.
what I'm talking about. But that ball goes over to Curtis. That Kiro Petrini have got to shift and cover, but Curtis has got to make them pay when they don't. Is that 15-0, Lauren?
It is.
There we go. Nice move by Curtis.
Yeah, and that's where she's getting her opportunities. Curtis is where she's winning her points is on the blitz.
Of course, it all comes from Andrekova's ability to get that return down low. .530. Curtis and Andrekova, just they're reacting. Huge opportunity here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Zero
Point for
opportunity.
5-3. Point for 5-3.
That's the kind of point that I was talking about. It's like, I don't know what to expect out of these guys. Having, just seeing them for the first time, and they've got all the answers, swinging it from side to side. But at some point, it's going to get caught in a reaching error, in a high percentage area.
Missed that wide. All right, now it's a game point for 4-all. Good job by Curtis and Andrekova to get back into this game.
Oh, huge return off the deck there.
That's a sigh of relief for Curtis and Andrekova. They even up the second set at 4-all.
Yeah, just a little I mean, I don't know Lynn Kiro at all, but she just looked a little casual right there, those little points. It's a huge opportunity to go up 5-3. But man, can these guys play. I'm loving it.
I think they're making Curtis and Andrekova rush. They're just making them uncomfortable and making them rush.
I think you're 100% right. I just see Curtis and Andrekova just having to react to them and not sure what's being hit next. And they are very uncomfortable.
That time the let cord did not help Kiro and Petrini, 15-all.
And how to handle that, when you're playing a new team, I mean, you really have to be very clear in your mind about and purposeful about what you want to do, where you want to put the ball, and that should be your driving focus. Good overheads there, deep, not let them hit off the deck. Oof.
Every point is so big now, Jerry.
Nice solid response by Andrekova there on that return of serve, no volley.
Oh, no, she missed it.
I was just about to say they've got to stay patient. They've got to show that willingness, that 101, hit one more ball to that spot. And let's test their ability to build a point off of the screen. You can see. Curtis was going to take that next ball, even if it meant hip checking Andrekova into the door. She was all over that short ball.
I think she'd lose in a hip check with Andrekova. She's gonna.
Well, that shows me that she wants the ball.
Yeah,
Like she's
yeah.
in it, you know, which is a good thing.
Fault to make it deuce. There's a lot of tension here.
Yep. That's. I want to be giving away those points, but it's a lot of pressure. Though both of them have got huge returns. Comes up with a good serve there.
Yeah, she served well the whole game, was placing it well. Just missed that one.
Again, just look at all the quick little steps that Curtis takes. Make sure she's way behind the ball when she's taking that overhead, and that's allowing her to be able to place the ball where she wants it. The ball's closer to her on the point of contact. Of course, Andrekova's much taller. She doesn't need quite the steps, but she also tends to take her overheads at a higher point of contact than Curtis does. Kiro Petrini showing a lot of patience here. I see what you mean, Lauren, about the blocking.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Nice
very
place,
smart.
Molly. Woo, good touch.
She held it and waited, and Petrini was all the way in. Very smart. Okay, another game point for Curtis Andrekova.
That's a good overhead there. Keeping
Great
that
lob.
snowboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice rhythm here.
Oh. Wow. Got a little help from the left cord that time. Back to deuce.
Imagine how dangerous Kiro's going to be when she learns to really build points off of all the screens. Oof. Big rip. I'm going to continue to, to keep Curtis and Andrekova off balance because you just don't know what they're going to hit.
Great return. It was a good serve, good return, and now Kiro and Petrini are going to serve for the second set.
Ability here to see if they can close out this second set and take us into a third, or whether Curtis and Andrekova are going to really buckle down with what, be clear in their mind what they're trying to accomplish when they're in the back court. Andrekova's ready to go.
pickup.
Cover there. Nice. Had an opportunity.
Yeah, they did all that work.
Drakova put her left hand up just to keep Curtis away. No, I got this one. Curtis really wants to hit these balls.
She's missed a few of those, Jerry. It's uncharacteristic.
Yeah, she's got to really step in and go after it. Just commit to it. To see that spot, you can see it open up. She actually set herself up with such a great lob off of that side back screen.
Little unlucky there for Andrekova, and we're 2 points from the second set. There's a nice backhand.
30. Oh.
Yep. Again, Petrini, she's too far off of the net. You know, giving her that opportunity. But that'll make Curtis. That'll make her feel good. She's trying to wrestle something back here.
Set point. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm just thinking about nationals. I'm like, nobody's going to want to see this team. No.
I don't know. You know, I don't know what their ranking is. You know,
I think they're 40. I think right now they're like 45th or something. I mean, they're low. They've just started coming on strong, so they're going to be. I mean, they're going to get a lot of points for this tournament. I think we're going to take a break. We'll be right back in just a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel presented by eNet Live.
Done. Great job. Hey, good stuff to you.
Patty, good job.
Yeah, a lot of fun. You guys look great out there. How long have you been playing?
Who, me? Oh, I've been playing my whole life. How about you?
Wow, I only started playing when I retired.
Someone say retired?
Thank you.
Back. Welcome back to this, about to start the third set of this semifinal match between the unseeded team of Jade Curtis and Martina Andrekova and the other unseeded team of Lynn Kira and Vanessa Petrini. And it's been a very evenly matched 6-3 for Curtis Andrekova and 6-4 for Kira Petrini. And here we are, Jerry, at the start of the third.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, as we've been saying, this is the first time I'm really seeing Vanessa Petrini and Lynn Kiro play. And I've heard all the talk about the racket skills, and they really are something else. I mean, I'm very excited to have a team of this caliber in the women's game. And they are testing the paddle knowledge, IQ, savviness of Curtis and Andrekova. Because that second set, I don't see what the game plan is from the backcourt from Curtis and Andrekova. And these guys, the other guys are just no pressure, freewheeling, they're dictating the play. They get themselves into trouble, but then they've got the racket skills and the hands to get out of trouble. Very impressive. And they just look very comfortable, Curtis and Andrekova have really got to get off to a good start in this third set. Stop the momentum that's happening.
Help.
They need to be very clear on their strategy, on where they want to put the ball, what they're trying to accomplish. And not just so much reacting to Kira and Petrina, what they're giving them to. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple until you get your way back into this match. Nice serve. Whew.
Help. Help. Help.
Yeah, it's like, the question is, how do you win a point here? If you're Curtis and Andrekova, what are you trying to accomplish when you're at net? I'd be testing their screenplay every opportunity.
Not the right time for that.
Yeah, Curtis is trying to make it happen, but has to be a really good shot by Andrekova to keep it away from that wingspan. Covers the whole court. Great point.
Caught her.
They lead the third set, 1-0.
Got her in a reach. Good lob cross court, and then the overhead wasn't deep enough.
Yep.
Took it off the deck and caught her in a shift. Backhand volley reach. Well done.
We don't have ties.
You know, to me, Lauren, it just feels like it's on Curtis right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to have to lift her level, which she can do. We know what a good player she is, but it's not there right now. And, you know, the other team is playing great.
Absolutely. They're comfortable.
I like that, though. I think that's a good move.
Yep, Curtis has just got to string a couple of these back to back just to get her confidence and her spark. Get a couple of breaks. Make good decision making. I mean, it's really critical.
30 love.
Missed a serve, which we haven't seen. Just keeps firing that good hard serve in.
Yeah. Just putting the pressure on Curtis and Andrekova, not giving them an opportunity. That's a better lob, higher and deeper. Out of the service box. Make your opponents have to look up for a long time. Find a way to open up the court.
It's
like Petrini. Oh. They are just... They're just playing with great rhythm and great intensity.
Oh, good return by Curtis.
Yep. She's fighting. nice.
That's beautiful.
Nice. Well done.
That'll make her feel good.
Yes. Put the strut back in her step.
Yep.
She's not, I don't see her as backing down.
No, not at all.
This is a big moment. She's feisty. Those scary drop shots, Lauren. It went up.
It went up.
It went up before it went down. Gave Petrini the time to run it down, but they held on here.
30 love.
As we've seen so many times, Lauren, in paddle, momentum swing. You've just got to capitalize on it.
It's true. It can happen in a flash.
It's just Curtis and Unbreaker have got their nose in front right now. Just need to keep it simple. Not go for too much when they're not in the right position. That's the improvement that I see there, Lauren, on those last two overheads that Curtis just hit. So when she's out of the service box, she's really countering well with her response.
Yeah, keeping it low.
But that's not the time to hit a roller.
And she's missed 3 of them like that. She's got to put it away, I think, certainly for back there.
And, you know, again, nice block lob. Handle those ad-court screens nicely.
Fabulous. She gets down very low, waits on it.
Half volley lob, nice.
They earned that point. Yeah.
Yeah, well played by all 4 players. It's got to bring their heart rate down now. Wow. That little slice push overhead. Accomplished the job that she wanted, kept it deep, kept it low. Just wide. Not much in this third set at this point, Lauren.
No, there isn't.
Like we mentioned, we'll be back on tomorrow with the women's final. The women's final is scheduled for noon, if I've got that right, but we'll be on in the morning with the men's.
Yep, at 10
streaming
o'clock.
all day, 10 o'clock, then streaming all day Saturday, and the men's final Sunday. Derek umpire just gave them a new ball. Trini's taking a practice serve, and they are serving at 1-2 in the third set.
Jack, you can leave for learning anytime. Don't feel like you need to stay next to me. Makes me nervous too.
You.
I don't want to fight.
Nice, well-placed overheads by Petrini.
Nice. 30 love. Fantastic.
Do you like that play, Jerry?
Good play by her coming
Yeah,
in. I
I
mean, it
thought
was
so.
just a little low. They've got to keep the spark going.
Exactly. So, Jack, inside typically the mostly. Diet Coke. 30, 15. I agree. You're going to get some more of that right now.
I mean, Petrini on those overheads. Well, she was started in the backcourt before they took over the net. I mean, she looked, like we said before, she looked very comfortable in that outside playing the screens.
No.
40, 15.
Ball's out, 40-15.
She's dictating play right now.
You're nice in practice. Yeah, let's go, Jersey.
Okay, 2-all. You heard the
little color commentary in the background there.
What was the call?
It was out.
There you go, Jersey.
Yep, so the umpire, Derek Ghost, he is only calling if he's asked. The players are calling their own lines. But his decision is final.
Love 30.
15-all.
It's a good play. I mean, it's risky, but Curtis bringing them in, making them come up to net. They'll have to have good positioning and have their paddle set for a backhand volley, but just to break it up a little bit and test their scrambling ability. cover? Do they hesitate? Who's going to take what ball? Do they, in the scramble, do they lob or do they go for the big drive? You know, all those little things are all part of the learning curve in paddle, that those plays you get burnt on.
15-40. Game, 0 Petrini. They lead the third set 3-2.
It's just a, you know, it's just a point here and there, Jerry.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you always want to take a moment. You've got two huge returns. And when you're the server, you got to take that moment, and it puts more pressure on you. I mean, the serve is the hardest part. And then that first volley, whether you're going to stay back or not, it's a lot going through your head. And you definitely don't want to give points away. But they do have a lot to handle. I mean, Kira and Petrini are giving them a lot to handle, a lot to look at.
15 love.
That's what they don't want to do. Make it easy on Kiro and Petrini and give them free points. This is a new situation for them, being in the semifinals of a big tournament like this. You want to make them think about it. Think about it.
Yep, you're right. You're right. I mean, they're both high-level tennis players.
Yeah,
so they know how to handle the pressure. But this is an opportunity. This is the first opportunity for them in a national ranking tournament to cause another significant upset if they can pull this off. Curtis and Drekova have to weather the storm and just play basic 101 paddle. That's wait for your right opportunities. Just counter with straight dip volleys.
30-15.
Put the ball back, place the ball back in play when you're pulled out of position or you're not balanced. You know, wait for those short lobs to go for your rollers or your cutters, or don't try to force the play. Just show a willingness of a dripping tap. We are not going to go away. Not get anxious and try and win the point.
Yeah, that's the key.
You're battling yourself more
40-15.
as well as what your opponents are doing to you.
40-15. Points for 4-2.
Game, Kiro, Petrini. They lead the third set 4-2.
I think Curtis maybe thought that ball was going to go out, and then tried to hit it at the last minute.
Yeah. You can see she's, trying to make herself go, make herself play offensively, which is great. Should have done a stat on Andrekova on how many nicks. We haven't seen a lot in this match, but she does like to line up that nick on her.
Yeah, she's definitely aiming for it there. Andrekova's overhead being so flat, not
really going to test the screenplay of Lynn Kiro at this point. Put in some spin, some different pace. Good matrix move there by Andrekova.
30-15.
40-50.
Oh, she lined that up.
That's the smart play. That's the smart rhythm that Curtis and Andrekova need to counter the play. Just well placed overheads deep. When they get the volley, just counter it back straight and deep, not trying to do too much. Just wait for a shorter ball. Hero and Petrini doing a good job of getting their lobs up.
Did it go in?
I think it
did.
Was it?
Well, if it had gone in, if it had gone out, it'd be game. It would be game.
Yeah. Wow. Again, I'm looking at Andrekova. No, I shouldn't be looking at her because she's not going to tell you anything. She's not even going to raise an eyebrow. Wow. Okay.
Still game point.
Had a chance.
Back to deuce. Well, back to deuce. 2 game points down. Point for 5-2.
Huge return of serve.
Yeah, big turnaround in this. Big turnaround in this game.
Oh, I like how she comes forward on that ball. Just really sets up early and holds it.
Cover.
It's a combination of block lobs, Lauren, that you were talking about earlier. Hero. just itching to drive that ball. Anything she can get her hands on.
Curtis is doing a good job of getting it behind her, though. Ah, what a point.
Yep. Yep, good patience by Kira there. She was just willing to just build that point.
Boy, that was big. That was big. That was...
Trinity was just waiting to pounce, wasn't she?
She was. And we'll get another chance for 5-2.
See, you got to change the look.
Yeah.
You cannot give her that target. Made a big return previously. Change the look.
Game, Kira, Petrini, they lead the third set, 5-2.
Wow, I thought we were going to be at 4-3, but we're at 5-2, and Curtis and Andrekova are running out of time.
That was, what was that, 40-15?
Yeah, it was. It was. All right, now we'll have to see if they can close it out, be in their first big final.
Yeah, I tell you.
They won the Lake Invitational this year, but they didn't play any of the types of teams that they've had to come through in this tournament.
Right. So Curtis and Andrekova have got to find their best paddle right now. Kira, Petrini are giving them a run for their money and then some.
Boy, that was quite a get. Curtis and Dreca must be thinking, what do I need to do to win a point here? I won that point 5 times.
Yeah. So Andrekova just hit like a little soft roller there. No change. And I think that's what you need to do.
Smart shot.
Yeah. Curtis is one of the fastest women on tour. Petrini really stayed with it and then was able to get that ball behind the screen.
15-30.
Good down the line return from Andrekova.
She stepped right in and crushed that return. Nice. .540.
Andrekova and Curtis doing a good job of applying pressure in this game.
I was like, man, 50 touches. It's awesome. The next 5 points at 5. 30-40.
Missed that one. Serve was out.
Yep, ball was wide. Confirmed by the umpire.
Curtis will serve to keep the minute at 3-5.
say, look, disciplined, patience from both teams, just waiting for the right opportunity, create that opportunity.
Dirty love. Nobody said it was going to be easy to close this match out.
Wow.
Quick game.
Yeah, that's a... Good serving by Jay Curtis there. A lot of pressure. Didn't throw in any faults. And Kira Petrini, they've got to keep going. They've got to go play exactly the way they've been playing for most of this set and just keep moving forward, taking their shots.
They've got Lynn Kiro's big serve up to bat here.
Placement of Kiro and Petrini's overheads have gotten better as this match has been going on. You know, they're not hitting so many short down-up overheads in the service box and, you know, allowing that attack to bring the ball down and then followed up with a blitz.
Great pickup. Dirty love.
Nice deep lobbing. Got the error. Jay, which is going, Curtis, which is going for a little too much when she was deep in the service box. Drekova coming up with the big drive off the deck, and I noticed a fist pump, Lauren.
30-0.
They're making it tough on themselves. 30-0.
30-40.
And Drekova just rifled that ball down from her shoulder.
And we have a point for 5-all.
That's a deuce. Good, well-placed overhead. Caught Andrakova again deep in the court. Nice move.
Brave.
I was just going to say, there's a sign of courage and bravery. Came out in the middle and then kept moving in. Another break point. I like that lob. I like that lob. She brought Hero all the way behind Petrini and then was able to make her reach on the volley. That combination of play was well done.
Wow. From 5-2 to 5-all. And Drekova and Curtis have new life.
One point at a time, Lauren.
New ball.
I always like serving with a new ball at this point in the match. You can feel it.
Love 15.
They haven't made any adjustments with Andrekova serving. They haven't made any net adjustments, which I'm surprised at, because Petrini is just picking the same spot on the return of serve and winning points, like quick points. Watch for this return, guys.
Well, I don't think she should have missed that volley, but point well taken, yes. Yeah, why wouldn't they just play a different formation?
This is just going way too quickly. Hero Petrini. Here we go. Oh, I thought she was going to stay back. They're just having a field day with their returns. Nice grab by Andrekova there.
30-40.
But she's having to make way too good of a first volley.
Yeah, she is. Always cracks me up the appearance of the casualness of Andrekova at 5-all in the third set.
And you realize she always looks like that.
Yeah. Nice lob. Forced Curtis to have to take a backhand overhead behind Andrekova. Not an easy shot. Andrekova started the scramble of that team by hitting a combination of overheads into the side back screen.
Great point.
Curtis looking for the drop shot opportunity, and she gets it.
Five-ball deuce. Can't get any closer than this.
Oh. And Petrini, she's going to learn that she can get that drop shot. She had her paddle on it. Just flick it up straight.
Another magical volley from Andrekova.
I like that description, Lauren. Magical.
Yeah.
You're right. She's a little bit like a wizard out there sometimes. There was a tennis volley came out there.
Yeah, Jade Curtis is demonstrating that to herself. Frustrated.
gets that one back. I just love the fight from all four women, Lauren.
Yeah, no one's
Going
giving
after it.
anything. Yep.
No, they're all in this.
Minutes, gear up, training.
Missed the serve.
They lead the third set, 6 games. 6 games to 5.
Wow, you know what? Kind of feels like when we had the Nationals, Elliot Radesno,
Yeah.
kind of came into the forum and kind of caught everybody by surprise. Not that it's there yet, but just I think for me, because I'm seeing them play for the first time, it feels like they have arrived quickly.
Well, they have. They haven't played very many of the big tournaments. I mean, they've only played a few, and they're making a big impact quickly. And now they're, again, serving for the finals here in Philly.
Both women are from, big returner, so both women are from New Jersey. As we all know, is a strong paddle community. Right shot. Keep that ball between you and the net. Going forward.
Push that volley a little deep, 15-30.
Nice return of serve. Andrekova almost came out of her sneakers on that one.
Yeah.
15-40.
15-40, it does seem fitting if we get a third set tiebreaker here. Not yet, though.
Yeah, hitting that, she hit that roller right at Andrekova. Andrekova, she tends, as we've said before, she tends to stay deep in the court. And then she's got to take a step back, which puts her even further away from chasing that ball. Nope. Just about to see that we're not seeing that down up short overhead, which is allowing them to attack. And Curtis got that opportunity there, missed it long.
Deuce. She was going back to hit it off the screen, but got hit by the ball instead.
That was a lightning return. Talk about bounce hit.
Yeah.
It was barely got off the ground, and Andrekova was on it.
Come at it.
Oh, she finally made that shot, that slider off the screen. Good one.
What a big-time moment to try that.
Yeah. She'd missed it a couple times too, but that time couldn't have been a bigger point, and here we are in the third set tiebreaker.
Lauren, that's where all those hours of drilling practice pays off.
Watch it.
Curtis Andrekova leads the tiebreaker 1-0.
Good paddle, Lauren.
Fantastic. And it really could not be any closer. Little mini break for Curtis Andrekova.
That's the one. When Andrekova pulled her out of the service box and got that short ball, but Curtis was moving laterally. He needs to go on that 45-degree angle to cut it off.
Ball was out, 3-1.
Oh, what a monster return. I think you just got to find different ways to change the look of the court when you're playing against a team that's both got that bigger return.
Stayed in.
2 serving 4.
Curtis has a good sense of when to use that drop shot.
Yeah, it's been very successful for her.
Yeah, nice touch, but it's really about the awareness of the moment. She's done a good job. Curtis moving forward on those drives.
Ooh.
Curtis Ondrakova lead the tiebreaker 5-2.
5-2 for Curtis Ondrakova. The score is wrong on the screen, so just know it's 5-2, Curtis Ondrakova. There we go.
Nice grab by Ondrakova after that.
Gave it a little extra.
Yeah.
And here we have match points, a bunch of match points now for Curtis Ondrakova.
Curtis Ondrakova lead the tiebreaker 6-3.
Still 2 more match points for Curtis Ondrakova. 3 more match points.
And still on both teams fighting. A huge move by Jade Curtis on match point. And that's just, you know, where self-belief and confidence just pulled that through for Curtis and Ondrakova, because they were truly tested.
Yeah.
By welcome to the big time, Vanessa Petrino and Lynn Kiro. Very, very impressive. And I look forward to watching their progress and improvement. And there's a look at the draw. So Curtis and Ondrakova are through to the finals against Anika and Nicolescu, which I'm sure will be a battle.
Yeah.
Curtis and Ondrakova, I'm sure, are taking a big sigh of relief. I mean, they were tested.
Their back was against the wall. They were down 5-2 in the third. I mean, you know, but they were tough and they had the experience and they pulled through.
And it takes a little something extra too, I think, when you're playing against an unknown entity like that. there's no comfort level. There's nowhere, they just didn't know what they were looking at. And just the racket skills of Petrino and Kuro were able to get them out of trouble. So fun doing the match with you, Lauren. I look forward to the women's final.
Yep.
Tomorrow
We'll be back.
at noon.
Yeah, and we'll be back first tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with the men's round of 16. Thanks, Jerry.
All right, and that's a wrap.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody.